In this class, we'll make use of Desmos to generate different statistical information and results. What we'll find are specific links to Desmos tools already pre-constructed inside the homework problems and assignments. So for instance, in question 12 here, if we click on this Use Desmos link, we're going to open up a tool that has a space for us to enter in a first data set, a second data set. There will at times be other options that we can enter, and in this case the choice between two different types of graphs that we can construct. Right now we're focused on constructing a histogram for this given data. We're told that in a recent study 69 cars were selected at random and their gas mileage was calculated. The resulting gas mileages are provided in the list below. In order to use Desmos to construct the histogram and then choose from the multiple choice options that are provided here which graph is correct, we'll highlight this data. Depending on your device, there are different ways to do that, and then somehow copy that information either with mouse clicks, a keyboard shortcut, or taps if you're using a tablet or phone. But we want to copy that information, and since we're asked to construct a histogram, we'll come over to Desmos, click in between those two square brackets for the X1 data set, and then paste that data in. If we see that row of numbers pop up, and in this case it's telling me this is a 69 element list, then we've successfully pasted in that data. The other piece of information that we need to pull over is the bin width for this histogram. We're told that's 5. So where it says bin width, we'll set that value equal to 5. Click on this drop down arrow to open up the histogram folder. And over to the left of this histogram command, there's sort of an empty circle. If we click on that, it will turn on the graph of that histogram. So now we're seeing this information represented. The histogram is pulling on that X1 data set and the bin width that we set to construct the histogram. We want to make sure the bin alignment is set to left. That will match the way the histograms are constructed in the homework assignment. And then the last thing we can do before we start determining which answer is correct is click this little magnifying glass, this zoom fit option. What that's going to do is just adjust the viewing window over on the right to give us a better picture of our histogram. Now we can see the low end to the high end of the histogram. We can see the heights of each of the different bars. When we're viewing graphs with Desmos, we can also use the tools off to the right to zoom in or zoom out. We can click and drag or tap and drag to move the image around if we need to see a slightly different version of it. But we can manipulate that graph as we need to from here to match it up with the corresponding multiple choice graph in our problem.